Welcome back to the Puzzle Detective. Today we're working on a puzzle called Place Your Number. And we've already placed several numbers. We've placed 5 of them as a matter of fact, and we've crossed them off as we continue trying to place all of the numbers from 1 through 16 into the grid. Well, when we left off, we already determined that with clue number 1, within each square, the north number is 3 times the south number. In section D, we already have our south number. Very simply then, we know that the north number is 3 times the south number, and 3 times 4, we can now place 12 into that location and cross 12 off from our puzzle, from our list of numbers. Let's see where we can go from here. Let's go back to some of our analysis that we did a little bit earlier. We've already established for section C the north and south numbers. We can now get rid of this here. But what about section A? From our previous clues and from the previous work that we did, we know that these first 3 combinations cannot work, leaving us with the combination of 412 or 515 in section A. But as we look at our used numbers list, we see that 12 was already placed at D north. That eliminates this possible combination for section A. The numbers for section A, north and south, then can only be 5 in the south location and 15 in the north location. We can then eliminate 5 and 15 from our number list. What else do we know about section A? The total of all numbers in square A are 45. How much have we used so far? 5 and 15 obviously is 20. If we take 45 minus 20, it leaves us 25. We have to find a combination of numbers now for east and west that are going to add up to 25. That's the maximum number. And not only is it the maximum number, it's the only combination of numbers that we can use. If we were to use 1, we would have to use 24 in order to make 25. Well, 24 doesn't exist. So we can certainly eliminate 1. We'd have to go 3 or 3 plus 22. How about 7 and 18? That's still too big. How about 9 and 16? Well, 16 has already been used. We do have 10 and 15. That would add up to 25, but 15 has already been used. How about 11 and 14? As it turns out, 11 and 14 is the only remaining combination that we have that's going to satisfy clue number 2, getting this to add up to a total of 45. That means that west is either 11 and 14 or east is 11 and 14, and we're not quite sure which one is which yet. However, this is where a big leap comes in. Let's go back down to clue 6. The east numbers are consecutive. It doesn't necessarily tell us what order they're in, but we do know that they are consecutive numbers. If we look at 8, consecutive numbers from 8 would have to include 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's not a possibility because 5 and 6 have already been used. The only possibilities are either we're using 7, 8, 9, and 10, that 4-digit or 4-number run, or we're going to use 8 to 11. Does that make any sense? It should, because as we look back up here, 11 falls within that range. 14 does not. We cannot connect 8 to 14 using only 4 numbers. We now know that A east is 11, leaving 14 for A west. Now we also know that we've used 11 and 14, that the remaining east numbers are either 9 or 10. Let's put 9 or 10, 9 or 10. What is the next clue that's going to get us to that answer? Well, if we go back to clue 4, all of the numbers in square C are even. 9 obviously is not even, but 10 is. That'll bring us to the answer of 10. Gives us the answer of 9. Let's eliminate those from our used number list. That only leaves us with three numbers that we can possibly use. We actually have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 possible places and 4 numbers left, so we're in pretty good shape at this point. Let's take another look at our clues. We still need a north-south combination for B, where 1 is 3 times the other. 1 and 3 is still available. 2 and 6 is not available. 3 and 9 is not available. 4 and 12 is not available. 5 and 15 is not available. 1 and 3 is the only combination of one number being 3 times the other that's available for north and south here. Let's go ahead and put 1 and 3 into those squares. Eliminating those, now we only have 7 and 13 left. The total number, let's go back to clue number 3. The total number of all of the numbers in square B is 19. We have 3, 8, and 1. They add up to 12. 12 from 19 leaves us with 7. We cross off 7. The final remaining number is 13 at D West. Well, that took a little logic, but it's just a little leap of logic. And we've solved the place your number puzzle. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Puzzle Detective right after this.
Every chess situation is a puzzle waiting to be solved. Here is today's Puzzle Detective chess puzzle. White to move, mate in 1. Do you see it? I'll reveal the answer when we come back.